Hello guys and welcome to all those training to become Super Saiyans. This is Revolution. So, is it just me or has anybody noticed Frieza's lack of involvement in any of the recent episodes and even recent spoilers? Frieza is pretty conspicuous by his absence. I'm starting to wonder, with 12 minutes remaining after episode 119, that Frieza is going to be in the last moments of this tournament. Now, any character that makes it to these last pivotal moments of the tournament is going to play a major part in the outcome. Almost goes without saying. Now, I do not believe they will bring a major character and, quite frankly, the most notorious villain in the whole Dragon Ball franchise to go out with a whimper. Now, I know, it was almost like that in the Resurrection of F Saga, but this time it's different. If they truly just wanted a character that was powerful and could potentially turn villainous during the arc or somehow mess things up for Universe 7, they would have just stuck with Majin Buu. They gave him a power when they made him skinny, but no, they wanted Frieza for a reason. That's because Frieza is a schemer, a character who has aspirations beyond the fight at hand. He's even shared some of his aspirations with us by claiming he wants to reign over the gods. It only makes sense to bring the most iconic Dragon Ball villain of all time back into the main Dragon Ball Super storyline if he is going to serve as at least some sort of plot device moving forward in the series. Now, he could just be the catalyst for an upcoming arc that's about to come into play, or he could be the main villain of the next arc. I know a lot of people do have problems with the recycling of old villains, but Frieza's a pretty awesome villain, and as long as they do it better than Resurrection of F, we'll all be laughing. Obviously, this is just me speculating, so who knows, maybe he won't do anything major in this tournament, but that would be major misuse of a major character. So let's just take a look at Frieza's involvement in the tournament so far. Apart from death beaming fodder, Frieza has had no major fights in this tournament. We saw him face off against Ultimate Gohan in what turned out to be a false fight, and he also eliminated Cabba. Now, Cabba wasn't exactly a full-on fight for him. He literally just went into his golden form and blew Cabba away. He even made remarks after eliminating Cabba that he has wasted excess stamina on trash. And I think that's one of many pieces of insight into Frieza's game plan in this tournament. He is concerned with his stamina, and rightly so. It is a 48-minute tournament. It is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Yet here is Frieza, somebody who is relevant in terms of power. Obviously, he isn't as strong as Jiren or Ultra Instinct Goku, but Frieza is not somebody you want to fight if you're tired. In the upcoming episodes, episode 120 and 121, Universe 7 are going to be up against Universe 3's merged robot. Now, we don't know if any of Universe 7's participants will be eliminated in this battle, but we also know that Frieza doesn't really get that involved in it. It's mainly Gohan, Goku and Vegeta, and even Android 17 and 18 are mentioned. Android 18 has shown signs of wear and tear. Androids don't tire, but she's got a massive bruise on her leg. When I say androids there, I mean eternal model androids like Android 17 and 18. I think she will be the next to go from Universe 7. In fact, I was surprised she outlasted Piccolo. Whether she gets eliminated in these upcoming episodes, we'll have to wait and see. But Universe 3's robots are going to be eliminated and Universe 3 will be erased. So it's going to come down to a Universe versus Universe battle, Universe 7 versus Universe 11. A lot of people have prophesized that it will be the Saiyans versus the Pride Troopers. And although all we have is the name of the title for episode 122, we do know that Vegeta is going to be taking on the strongest in the tournament. And obviously we know that is Jiren from Universe 11. After episode 119, there were 12 minutes remaining in this tournament. Now, this is just me guesstimating, but I'd say it's a fair guess. I would say that by the time episode 122 rolls around, there will be less than 10 minutes remaining in this tournament of power. Frieza has had no major fights. He still doesn't look like he's having any major fights in episode 122. If Frieza was going to get eliminated or be involved in a major fight, I can guarantee they would let us know in the spoilers. Vegeta has been involved in quite a few fights. He's had a little scuffle with Toppo, and is also going to be taking on Jiren. Gohan's been involved in a lot of fights. Android 17's been involved in a lot of fights, though he doesn't have stamina issues. He will have to be eliminated by somebody stronger than him. 18 is pretty much on her way out. Whereas Goku has literally been in a fight every week, despite constantly running out of stamina and magically getting it back again. He's fought Jiren and K-Floor, two of the most powerful beings in this tournament. Gohan has been involved in a lot of fights as well. He will be one of the main opponents to this upcoming merged robot from Universe 3. Then we have Android 17. 17's an interesting one because an Eternal Model Android is not showing any signs of injuries yet, and he's pretty powerful himself. Then if we take a look at Universe 11, Dispo has already commented that he doesn't have what it takes to compete with Frieza, so that would also include Goku, Vegeta, 17, and possibly even Gohan. Toppo made comments about reserving stamina, so we know that's been part of his game plan. Is even reeled Jiren in at points to tell him to reserve his stamina, but he did have a scuffle with Vegeta. Then obviously we look at Jiren, who has not only faced Ultra Instinct Goku, but he's also faced the legendary assassin Hit. He's about to face Vegeta. A lot of people prophesizing that Vegeta's hiding power as well, so who knows how far Vegeta will take him. And we are obviously going to get Jiren vs Goku too. The reason I cannot see Vegeta winning that fight is not because of the obvious, because he's outpowered by Jiren, but the fact that despite only being less than 10 minutes left by the time it comes around, it's still happening too early to be the ultimate fight of the tournament. We also know that Goku is going to get Ultra Instinct again and fight topless. But I think it's pretty fair to say that by the time Goku gets to fighting Goku again in that second fight, Jiren is going to be pretty tired. Frieza should still be at full power in the last remaining minutes of the tournament. Now, we know Frieza has aspirations beyond this tournament. We have seen a side to Frieza that I'm not entirely sure we've seen before. We've seen the maniacal side on Namek. We've seen the vengeful side in Resurrection of F. But in this tournament, we've seen a strategist. Frieza using his head rather than his brawn. Now, that's not to say that Frieza was ever unintelligent. It's just that every time we've seen him before, he's obviously just been fighting. He even lent his greatest enemy energy to continue fighting Jiren because he recognised that he himself was outpowered. Unlike the narrow-minded revenge plot we saw Frieza have in Resurrection of F, he seems to have learnt his lesson. He's thinking long-term here. He knows that to beat Goku, he needs to survive this tournament, and also an opportunity has managed to present itself. By winning this tournament of power, he will gain access to a power that can even allow him to control the gods. How far that scales up remains to be seen, but it is possible, very possible, that the Super Dragon Balls could even have power over somebody like Zeno. Before Frieza's fight with Goku, he was an emperor. He was the leader of an army, the Frieza Force. Not only does this tournament offer him the chance to be revived in Universe 7 and then pursue his revenge on Goku, but also remove obstacles for him that were there before, such as Beerus. Other than Vegeta's wish to revive the Universe 6 Saiyans, Frieza is the only other character that seems to have any development concerning his future aspirations from obtaining the Super Dragon Balls. Frieza, quite frankly, has the most to win here. He recognises the mismatch in a fight with Jiren, and this is why he will use his head and fight dirty. We saw in episode 108 when Frieza deceived Frost and eliminated Frost from the tournament. I believe that was just a sign of things to come. I believe when Jiren is involved in his second fight with Ultra Instinct Goku, that Frieza, a full-powered Frieza, will shoot Jiren in the back. Who knows, maybe he'll take Goku and Jiren out at the same time, in a similar manner to how Piccolo took out Raditz and Goku in the Raditz saga. Dragon Ball Super does love to pay homage to historical moments in the franchise. There's going to come a moment in this tournament where Frieza is going to have to make a move. From a writing perspective, you do not bring the most iconic villain back into the franchise for him to do nothing. He is going to play a significant part in the latter stages of this tournament. After numerous intense battles, surely Jiren will start to tire. Goku's already tired, and if fatigue plays its part, that is when the opportunist Frieza will strike. And this is why Frieza will eliminate Jiren. So guys, what do you think to my theory? Obviously it is just hypothetical, take it with a pinch of salt. But have you also wondered why Frieza's been pretty inactive in this tournament? If you have any different ideas on what could happen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you like my videos, please do smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, then you will be notified every time I release new content. Make sure you check out some of these videos on your screen right now. Anyway, until next time, Ad Astra.